Hello, Serge here from the Backyard Driving Range. We have a question that came into the website, and this one comes from William Meager, and he says, recently I have been over the top with my driver, creating a lot of slices. I've tried to keep my hands below my chin. I've noticed fellow golfers stretching out with their drivers. Their hands are in front of their head. I tried it and it seems to fix over the top and create a straighter drive. What is your thought? Okay, well, we know what William is talking about here is the, and I'll take my driver out, is the address position, where I've always stated that when you're addressing a golf ball with a driver or with all your clubs, you basically always want at your address posture, when you're in your good posture, your hands to be hanging relatively straight down, like as if you were shaking hands with somebody on the ground, laying on the ground, and they put their hand up to shake hands with you. And so we want to see the, basically we say if the thumb knuckle, if a line from the thumb knuckle comes up around the chin to the nose, maybe even the eyes, it's okay. So I think William's first comment is about the hands being under the chin, all right? But he sees a lot of golfers stretching out. And under the chin, he seems to come over the top, but when he stretches out, he doesn't feel like he comes over the top as much. And I think that's a situation of posture and balance. If you have your hands under your chin here, like you know, from chin to nose, say, where it's supposed to be, it's in optimum dynamic balance to be able to lift the club up nice and vertical in the backswing, in the catcher's mitt and up the tree, and then back into the catcher's mitt and up the tree in a forward swing. Now, the key is that if you start reaching, what's going to happen is that you can't swing as vertical. And I think in many cases, you're not going to be able to turn as much either, because if you take a big turn, you'll very likely either start tilting or you'll pull yourself off the ball. So I think in very many cases it shortens you up a little bit and has you a better chance of swinging more and not getting over too much turn and coming over the top. So I think it does have a you know, help there in that it might do that. But the point is how consistently do you hit it? How solid do you hit it? Where does it start when you hit it, and is it really affecting your distance, and especially is it affecting your balance and your body? Because in many cases, starting to reach over, you have to tighten up your legs, all your muscles in your legs, your lower back and your hips a lot more to support yourself as you start to try to lift up, and you probably have to sit back in your heels a little bit more to turn. But the point is, it's putting a lot of stress, especially in your lower back, to be able to maintain your balance. And then if you're reaching a little bit too much, and then you swing over to here, it's got a tendency to pull you forward. So you have to swing up and try to really come back. And again, it tends to tighten up all the muscles in the lower back and in the legs, and it can start causing some back strain and stress. So, and then ultimately, you know, stress, strain, and equals pain. So the key is are you in dynamic balance in your setup, and then are you able to swing in a dynamically balanced swing to the finish? And if all of those things can't happen, then I think the answer would be that you're stretching too much, and you need to start moving back to here, and then address what the real problem might be. And the real problem might be just the fact that when your hands are in the proper place here, and you're lifting up, are you making a good consistent turn into the catcher's mitt, and then from there the turn stops when the forward arm gets over the toe line, and you lift, and so you can come straight down. But you have to look at your takeaway for starters. Like right here on the edge of the mat, or I'll use this edge over here. Are you going outside? Are you sucking the club inside too much? Is your spine staying stable? When you lift up, is your spine staying stable? Because if you're here and you tilt like this and you get ahead of the ball, that's one of the biggest causes of hitting the ball to the right, never mind the big A alignment. All right, so I think the first thing to do is just before you change your setup, if you feel like the setup was correct but you're slicing with it, then it's got to be either something's off, alignment, or your takeaway, your weight transfer is not correct. You could either be reverse tilting, get you ahead, and as long as you're coming ahead and down in this position, the ball's definitely going to very likely start right and possibly move more right from a soft fade to could be a big slice. And so the key is to get that turn to this position, and then the bump, and then to swing it straight up to the finish. So before you just go and do what everybody else is doing, check out that now your swing is correct. And that a big issue is always dynamic balance in your setup, so that you can maintain dynamic balance throughout the whole swing. And that means that you have to be able to get to that. You have to hit the ball, get to the tee finish, recoil and relax, and you're able to balance there until you decide to walk out of the shot. And that's the big issue. So if you do all of those things and make those checkups, I think we'll be in pretty good shape. And you should start seeing some better results from having the proper posture where the club is in this position, straight up, straight down, and through. All right? Now, so you have to experiment with this and find the right place. But I'm guessing you got some issues with your swing. So if you're standing in here and everything is correct and you're into good dynamic balance, you should be able to hit the ball and get to that finish and hold the finish until you walk out of it. So check your swing now. Get a camera, look at them. You can stand here, and as you can see, I got a shadow here. You can watch your shadow. The big thing is you should be able to turn and lift straight up, hit it and through. But from the takeaway, from when you're looking at your shadow, from address to the top to impact, you should be just about, your head should stay dead still. If you see the head going up and down or back and forward or whatever, then you know you're moving on the ball. And there's very much where your slice issues are coming into why they're happening. Okay, so check your shadow out, check your swing out, and most importantly, you have to have that dynamic setup to that dynamically balanced finish. And you get all of that, you should be in good shape. All right, well, that's it from the Surge for today, and I'll be talking to y'all again soon.